Chapter 78. Lightning strikes brutally. Gabrielle was in the simulator. Me, Very, Aline, Naruto, Sakura, Fu, Rin, Lori, Carol, Luan, Eddie, Shannon, Lincoln, Linka, Lucy, Lainey, Lana and Lola, Penny, and Lisa are in the control room. The simulator activated and Gabrielle found herself in front of Cruncham Hall Elementary School in Pasadena, California. Gabrielle, British accent. I'm in the movie Matilda. One of my favorites. Gabrielle walked around the school and she saw that it was an old building loaded with antiquity. She saw a picture on the wall in the hallway next to the entrance. It was a picture of the most brutal principal in history, Ms. Agatha Trunchbull. Above it, it said shot put, javelin, hammer throw. Gabrielle, I remember her and she is evil to the core. I may be 15 years old and I have tremendous power, but I would never hurt a child. She continued to walk around and she sensed that the entire school was totally in the grip of pure fear. Gabrielle, this place is filled with fear. I got to find Ms. Trunchbull and put an end to all this madness. Ms. Trunchbull, stand up straight, stomachs in, shoulders back. Gabrielle, that's her. Gabrielle walked up to a door and placed her ear up against it and listened in. She heard Ms. Trunchbull say that she will make sure that she kills whoever owns a hair ribbon. Gabrielle, that does it. Gabrielle stepped back and charged and slammed through the door and landed on the floor and stood ready to fight. Gabrielle, Agatha Trunchbull, you will harm no more children today or ever. The children cheered. Lavender, we're saved. Miss Trunchbull, who are you and what are you doing here, you malignant monster? Gabrielle, my name is Gabrielle Elizabeth Loud and I'm here to stop you from hurting any more children, you monster. Miss Honey, this monster here murdered your dad and hurt lots of kids and she has to go. Matilda, I had a feeling that Magnus didn't kill himself. Miss Trunchbull, that little man deserved it so I can get all his money and house and everything he owns. Miss Honey was infuriated and she punched Miss Trunchbull in the face. Miss Honey, you killed my father. You will pay for this. Gabrielle, wait Miss Honey. Calm down. She will pay for it. You call the police and me and Matilda will handle this. Miss Honey, yeah you're right. Matlita, I will gladly help you. No more Ms. Nice Girl. Gabrielle, indubitably. Miss Honey, you need to evacuate the building. This is gonna get rough. Miss Honey, okay. Come on children, let's go. The children ran and Miss Honey knocked on all the doors and got everyone out of there. Miss Trunchbull got up and she had a nasty black eye. Gabrielle, it's over Trunchbull. You are through. Gabrielle spread her wings and had lightning arching around her hands. Matilda, wow. You look like a true angel from heaven, Gabrielle. Gabrielle, I know. Gabrielle dashed and punched Miss Trunchbull in the face and kicked her in the stomach. Gabrielle then placed her hand on the floor, sent lightning flowing through it and it electrocuted the Trunchbull and she fell to the floor and was numb. Gabrielle, Matilda, it's your turn. Matilda, you got it. Matilda used her telekinesis and lifted the Trunchbull and threw her onto a big globe. She spun her around and Gabrielle fired lightning at the globe and it added an electromagnetic field that sped up the globe's rotation speed. The globe threw the Trunchbull into the wall and she crashed into it and went through it and into another classroom. She got up and was dizzy. Seconds later, a bunch of police cars arrive and a SWAT team bursts into the classroom and slaps the handcuffs on the Trunchbull. Officer, Agatha Trunchbull, you are under arrest for first-degree murder, multiple counts of child abuse resulting in grievous bodily harm, multiple counts of attempted murder and child abuse resulting in death. The kids and Miss Honey all cheered wildly, knowing that the Trunchbull is going to prison for a long time. Miss Honey moved back into her father's home after the police tracked down her father's will and Matilda and Gabrielle were having tea and cookies. Unfortunately, another surprise arrived. Harry and Zinnia Wormwood, Matilda's crime-dealing mother and father, came. The FBI had more than enough evidence to prosecute them for possession and sale of stolen property, and more. Zinnia, hey you. Hey, come on, we're leaving, let's go. Get in the car. Hurry up. Gabrielle intervened. Gabrielle, you're not taking her anywhere. Zinnia, who are you? Gabrielle, someone you don't want to know. Pulls out an FBI agent badge. Junior Agent Gabrielle Elizabeth Loud, FBI. Zinnia, you're a speedboat salesman too? Gabrielle, no. I'm not. I'm here to arrest you and relinquish Matilda from your custody and place her into the care of Ms. Jennifer Honey. The cars from the FBI pulled up and arrested Harry, Zinnia, and Michael Wormwood. FBI Agent 1, Harry Wormwood, you and Zinnia are under arrest for possession and sale of stolen property, fraud, child abuse, and several counts of neglect. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Matilda smiled at her parents being taken away. FBI Agent 2, good work Junior Agent Loud. Gabrielle, thank you. The new tracer badge is working like a charm. FBI Agent 2, it sure is. We've got to go. These two are in for some hard time. The FBI agents drove off with the Wormwoods in custody. Ms. Jennifer Honey officially adopted Matilda. Matilda now has an awesome mother and is now a brilliant and loving girl. Ms. Honey is now the new principal of Cruncham Hall Elementary School. Gabrielle made a huge offer to have the whole school district merged with the Royal Woods School District, and the superintendent accepted. I used my powers to beam the district to Michigan, and all the kids and families moved to Royal Woods. The Honey residence now lives in my neighborhood by our mansion. Agatha Trunchbull was found guilty on all charges. They found out that she was a nasty serial killer responsible for the deaths of 25 kids. She is believed to be responsible for even more killings. She was sentenced to 30 terms of life in prison without parole plus 5,834 years. Because her case was so high profile, they moved her to a prison outside of the country. She was placed in the Lake Vostok Maximum Security Prison in Antarctica. Harry and Zinnia Wormwood were found guilty on all their charges and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for 50 years. Michael was placed into the foster care system. Matilda now has lots of friends, and she became friends with the Loud siblings and is one of Lainey's best friends. The end. Another fanfiction completed. I watched the movie Matilda all the time back when I was a kid. Mara Wilson was awesome in this movie. It's a shame she can't act in movies anymore. I love how they drove Miss Trunchbull away in the end. I read a lot of fanfictions about what had happened to Matilda's parents in the end. Danny DeVito is awesome. He's one of the godfathers of crime films because of his gangster-like tone. Imitating Danny DeVito, you got a beef with me? You talkin' to me? Hey? You talkin' to me? I love those lines. Danny, you rock. Pam Ferris did a really good job as Miss Trunchbull. Rhea Perlman did a good job too, along with Embeth Davids. Anyway, let me know what you all think. See you next time. Matilda was based on the book by Roald Dahl. Matilda the movie from 1996 is owned Danny DeVito, TriStar Pictures, and Jersey Films.